Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and earlier today Apple released iOS 26 Beta 3, and with that update brought one of my favorite features. Now before I quickly get into that, I am not on the beta, I'm on iOS 18.5, but one of the features that I wanted to mention was we now have new wallpapers. And I want to talk more about the wallpapers in this video. The new wallpapers that we have in iOS 26 Beta 3, we have 4 of the new wallpapers. Well, really, we have 3 new ones, as the one that is the default wallpaper, which is this one in both light and dark mode, was the one added in iOS 26. Alongside that, we got 3 new wallpapers. This one here is called Shadow. Then we have one called Halo. Then another one called Dusk. Now, I want to talk about some of these as they don't have, or they do have light and dark mode, but some of them don't have a complete dark mode. This is the first wallpaper in iOS 26. It sort of has a blue, light blue, kind of like within this area here. It's really light, but it's still a noticeable blue. And then you have green in light mode. However, in dark mode, you have green, a much darker blue, and a somewhat slightly lighter but still dark blue as the iOS 26 wallpaper. This one is called Sky. Then we have the shadow wallpaper in dark mode, where it's blue, even more darker blue, and a purple effect. And I believe this is the light mode version, although it looks nothing like the colors that was on this wallpaper. But I believe this is the one for the shadow wallpaper according to the internet, where it has a somewhat tan color, a green, and a blue color. And then this is the Halo wallpaper. I believe this is the dark mode, although it doesn't really look that dark. The top of the wallpaper might be dimmed down, but it's still not as dark as the first two I just showed. This Sky and the shadow wallpaper. This one has a somewhat light purple, sort of darker purple as it gets close to the top, and a dark purple area across from the light purple part of the wallpaper. And this is the wallpaper in light mode, and it is really light at the top. Some of these in light mode really look like the first wallpaper, the Sky wallpaper. Or that might be the one for the Dusk wallpaper. So now I have the Dusk wallpaper. This is the Dusk wallpaper in light mode. And just like the rest of them, how we have this one in dark mode for the Sky wallpaper. This is light mode. Then we have the shadow wallpaper, and it goes really dark, although this is the light mode variant. Then we have the Halo wallpaper, dark mode. And then we have its light mode variant, although I'm going to switch these two around. Now I'm just going to put them back the way they were. We have the Halo wallpaper and the one in light mode. And this is the Dusk wallpaper in iOS 26. This is the one in light mode. And this is the one in dark mode. Just like the Halo wallpaper, it's slightly darker on the top. Now, there is one that they did not add. Last year, Apple added a dynamic wallpaper that changes dynamically throughout the time of day. They added this in iOS 18 Beta 3. I believe I remember this from last year and watching back some of the videos. However, we did not get that with iOS 26. So with iOS 18, we had 4 wallpapers. Then the dynamic one made number 5. However, with iOS 26, we only have the sky, the shadow, the halo, and the dusk wallpaper in both light and dark mode. So that's 4 wallpapers, but we don't have a dynamic wallpaper. However, I am really glad that Apple gave us just more than one wallpaper as a default wallpaper, because with iOS 18, we have 4 new default wallpapers. So comment down below, what do you think of these new wallpapers in iOS 26? And I can't wait to try them out. Although you can get them pretty early, you can download them off the internet. If you're not installed on the beta, like me, because I don't have another device to run stably on iOS 18, and I'm not just going to put the beta on my iPhone 12. So if you're not installed on the beta like me, you can go to the internet or Safari and look up the wallpapers that way. So comment down below if you are running iOS 26 Beta 3 and you do have the new wallpapers, the 4 new wallpapers that are in iOS 26. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you later.